Welcome to the Akron After Hours Talent Show. To start off, I'm going to introduce some of our judges. Our first judge is probably the most excitable of our cast members. Give it up for Chris.
Hi.
For our next judge, we have someone you don't want to get on her bad side. Give it up for Leslie.
Wow, you guys, I'm so awesome. I think the rest of the audience agrees with me.
And our last judge you may have seen all over the tabloids. Give it up for Waterlog.
Hi.
For our first act, we have Leslie Martin, who's going to be performing one of his music pieces.
Whoa. Calm down, everybody. That's right, it's me, the one and the only Leslie Martin, the greatest musician to ever live. I mean, really, I am so...
Wow. Leslie Martin. You are a disgrace to the Leslie name.
Oh, yeah, because you're a great Leslie, huh? You're a great Leslie.
It's amazing how you're world-renowned since you have no talent
Whatever. I'm Leslie Martin.
at all.
Whatever.
Up next, we have Emily. She's decided to tell us some jokes. Let's see how she does.
Hello, everybody. As I'm sure you're all aware, I am your president, Ms. Emily Johnson. And tonight I'm going to be doing some stand-up comedy for you, which I'm sure you'll all find hilarious. Because you have to. Because if you don't, you will be deported to Siberia. I'm going to be starting off with one of my favorite jokes. What happened to Timmy when he crossed the street? Anybody? He got hit by a car.
Oh man, that's really great. That's really great.
Thank you.
Emily, what are you even doing? Those are terrible jokes. Do you want to hear a joke? I'll tell you a fantastic joke. It's you.
Up next, we have Jackson Bredson, who's going to be performing one of his hit songs.
Said he was a contract assassin. Said
What is that sound? I've heard better noise from an out-of-tune cat.
all right, I can take it.
Will you sign my face?
Well, I would, but I'm all out of quid.
Our next act we have coming in all the way from the Seven Seas. Give it up for Brad Beard.
I'm ready to play. The greatest piano player of the high seas. There once was a woman that I knew.
Brad Beard, that's, fine and all, but I think you might need to play out with just a little bit more emotion.
If I played with any more emotion, your tears would fill the ocean.
You done yet? Because this is terrible.
Ye dare
Remember
challenge.
when I got abducted by pirates last week?
You had a dentist appointment last week.
Oh. I always get them confused. They both have like those little hook things and like sharp stuff.
And that's all of our acts for this evening.
No! There's one more.
Apparently we have one more act this evening. Give it up for Waterlog, doing whatever Waterlog does.
Oh, well, Waterlog. I think you should just get off the stage. I just stick with judging.
Oh, Waterlog, if only talent wasn't so far to your reach. And that's because you're short! And talentless.
Since it's appeared we've lost one of our judges, we can't really pick a winner. So, in any case, welcome to Akron After Hours. Welcome to Akron After Hours, episode 6. So for our last episode of the season, I've decided to do something a little differently. Everyone's decided to pick their favorite sketch, whether it was this semester, last semester, whether it aired or whether it didn't. And I'm going to have them talk about it, and some of the actors in it will talk about it too. So I really hope you guys enjoy, and let's meet the team.
I'm Allison. This is my second semester on After Hours. And this past semester, I did the 3-hole punch sketch, but it never aired. Regardless of that, it was still my favorite one.
That's probably the weirdest sketch I've been in so far this semester.
And it got really weird because being in love with the 3-hole punch and fighting for custody over it is really weird.
There's a lot of fun outtakes with that one with Anthony.
But I've never had a moment happen quite like in the 3-hole punch where I got so swept up in the emotional journey of my character that I just emotionally broke down.
I decided that I was going to take the bow off of the 3-hole punch, and Anthony started yelling at me for it. And I was laughing way too hard we couldn't use that take, and I was so mad because he was really good.
That's all you think she does. She punches holes in paper.
No! Don't you do that to her! It's not in the final cut of the sketch, but during the making of it, when this happened, when I just screamed no as Michaela took the bow off the 3-hole punch, it was amazing. I never quite felt that driven and impulsive while acting before.
I hope you enjoy it. It was my favorite.
Miss Wilfred, Mr. Crislett. So according to my case report here, you two have been working together for 3 years, and now you two want to be separated. Miss Wilfred, you claim that Mr. Crislett has possession of a 3-hole punch that you want custody over.
That's right.
So tell me, why do you think you should have custody over the 3-hole punch?
Well, she bought it. Technically, I guess. But it was a gift. It wasn't for her, it was for the office.
Is this true, Miss Wilfred?
Yes, I did buy it, and I did bring it to the office for everyone to use. But Anthony used it so inappropriately that I feel I should take it now when I leave.
What do you mean by he used it inappropriately?
First, he would just take stacks of papers and shove them in there and punch them and not think twice about it.
She never complained about it to me.
And then he'd use it for pranks?
We thought it was hilarious.
And the one time, I came back from my lunch break, and he dressed the 3-hole punch up and acted as if they were dating.
You never understood her. You never even tried to understand her.
It is a 3-hole punch.
You just don't respect her. That's the problem. You always used her. You used her like she was a tool.
That's because she's an office supply. She's inanimate. She doesn't feel.
Look, just because you don't care about her emotional needs doesn't mean that I have to just ignore them just so you can have her.
Yes, it seems that Anthony here has an emotional attachment to the 3-hole punch that you don't quite understand.
Of course I don't have an emotional attachment to it. It's a 3-hole punch.
Miss Wilfred, please explain to me how you plan on satisfying the needs of the 3-hole punch if you were to have custody over her.
Are you kidding me? It doesn't have needs. It's a 3-hole punch.
Yes, 3-hole punch.
3-hole.
She has
That's
needs,
it.
though.
No,
she
she
has
doesn't.
feelings.
She does
I don't
not.
like.
She doesn't.
Yeah, good that you're calling her a she. It's good that you're
People.
respecting her by the
People.
gender
You
she
think-
deserves
you
to
think
identify
people.
as.
Hey,
Yeah, she means a little more than that. I'll give you a whole
Take
3-hole
quick
punch.
5-minute break, cool down, come back, and then we will finish this case up.
Fine.
Out.
I guess.
Now that they're gone, we can get better acquainted. No, stop.
Hello, I'm Anthony Crislett. Hello there. I'm Anthony Crislett. Combine my love of two favorite things. How do you do there? Anthony Crislett, here to talk to you guys about my favorite sketch of last semester, Jackson Bredson's Deep Fried Greatest Hits. Now, putting this sketch together was a lot of fun, and it also was the most self-indulgent thing I have ever done. You see, it allowed me to combine my love of two of my favorite things in this world, country music and songs about killing your wife. When I got the opportunity to combine the two, I said, well, sure, I will do that. You guys enjoy.
Out the stable.
Coming live from Big Rig Record, it's the Southern Gentleman who rocked the world. That's right, all your favorite hits from Jackson Bretson in one swell package. Jackson's been around since the swinging 70s, and with this new release, you'll get to hear it all.
Was a little cold. Was a little chilly.
From the angry 80s when he blew America's minds with Fairground Steak Burger.
Yeah, I used to be a little more political in those days. I've since cooled considerably.
To the nauseating 90s when he proved he was still relevant.
Yet I needed alibi. I'm dirty and rolling around. And that pig is wearing my suit.
Really, I think my whole career has just been something else. When I started out, I wasn't much more than a crick dragger for my Uncle Charlie. And now?
Now, he's a multi-platinum selling artist.
She's gone and I blame the cat hole. Don't know what else I could have done. But now
Now, it ain't all been roses. I've been through some tragic underdoings in my life.
Jackson struggled in the 90s when his wife Lurleen died.
Lurleen inspired many of the most classic songs in my oeuvre. For instance, Lurleen's Evil Gaze.
Lurleen's eyes that day made me think of death.
And of course, You Know It, You Love It, my lead single from 1989 to 2002. I Wish She Was Hot.
I wish she was hot, help get me through the day. Feel a little better when I look her in the face.
But after she passed, mysteriously I found myself feeling engorged by creative brainwaves throughout my brain.
Yes, what a star, what classic songs, and you can get them for cheap if you just keep on watching.
I don't miss the nagging, but I do miss the cooking. One more meal and I'd have been left shookin'.
One of my favorite little tracks is one I did for the kids, and it's called Hiring 6 Men to Kill My Wife.
Said he was a contract assassin.
Yes, it's been trials all the way down for Jackson Bretson, but now he knows how to cope.
I needed a new woman in my life after Lurleen's mysterious, unsolved, awful passing. So I packed up immediately after the funeral and hitched it with Darla.
I don't really listen to his music much.
Get Jackson Bretson's deep-fried greatest hits for just $9.99 on compact disc and double-length cassette.
I am Brad. The sketch I chose is Funny Mary.
One thing I liked about the Funny Mary sketch was I got to be Ben's annoying friend who convinced him that he was going to be haunted for the rest of his life, which then he ended up doing.
I know I wanted Allie to play it and Ben to star in it.
I really enjoy bad jokes and bad puns, and to be real, if I were a ghost, I'd probably haunt everyone making terrible jokes.
It's just kind of the idea of, instead of the other Mary story, it's just a girl spirit haunting you, telling you really horrible jokes.
The alley thing was a really cool effect, and it was one of the first effects I actually saw someone doing while I was editing.
Hope you guys enjoy.
Hey Emily, you want to hear a joke?
Sure.
What did the farmer do when he lost his wife in the field?
What?
He tracked her.
You know, you really should be careful, Ben. You know that old saying, dying of laughter? Well, it turns out might be more real than you think.
That's ridiculous.
No, really. There was once this girl named Mary. She told so many jokes she literally died laughing. And legend has it, if you say Funny Mary in the mirror 3 times, she will haunt you for the rest of your life.
What? There's no way that's true.
think you have that mixed up with another Mary story.
All I'm saying is stop telling me lame jokes.
There's no way that legend is true. You can't die from laughing at jokes. That's ridiculous.
Funny Mary. Funny Mary.
Isn't it?
Funny Mary.
You want to hear a joke?
Who said that?
I did.
Don't kill me.
Kill you? I'm not a killer. I mean, I used to be a serial killer when I was alive, but I can't eat cereal as a ghost, so that's kind of a downer. I miss breakfast food.
So you're not gonna kill me?
Of course not. But I do have a joke for you. What's brown and sticky?
Okay, what?
A stick!
That joke, that...
You know, I was eating my watch the other day. It was pretty time consuming.
How do you even wear a watch when you're a ghost? And for the point, how are you a ghost?
Well, I was telling my friend this really funny joke one day, and I started laughing really, really hard, and then everything just kind of went dark and cold, and then you showed up.
Emily could not have been right about this.
Wait, where are you going?
Okay, Emily, there is no way you were right about that ridiculous legend.
What are you talking about? I just made that up so that you would stop telling me those awful jokes.
Well, clearly you aren't making it up, because here's the ghost, and she's telling me more awful jokes.
What's green and has wheels? Grass. I lied about the wheels.
There's nobody there, Ben.
These jokes are gonna kill me. Is there any way to get rid of you?
You know, I'm not sure. You might be stuck with me for the rest of your life. Hey Ben, you want to hear a joke? Never mind, I'm going to tell you anyway. What did Jay-Z call his girlfriend before they were married? Beyonce.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm Ben. My favorite sketch that I've done is easily Invasion of the Anthonys. It's a bit long. Brad and I did it.
It was probably the funnest sketch I've worked on so far this semester.
Basically, I originally had this idea with Anthony to do a space opera parody, and then I didn't work with Anthony, and Brad didn't mind the idea of some sci-fi.
We got put in a group together, and we were trying to come up with ideas, and we're like, hey, wouldn't it be awesome if the same person played every role? Naturally, we put that up to Anthony.
So, Brad and Ben asked me to be in this sketch where I would play every character and it'd be an alien invasion story, and I really wanted to do that because I had no idea how they would go about it. And as I saw the script and as they were writing, I'm like, wow, this is actually really, really funny, and I can't wait to be in this.
And it was a great opportunity for Anthony, who's down to basically do anything to show off, once again, his acting chops.
Even though it was really taxing on me personally to be in every scene and play different characters and try to have different personalities for all the characters.
And I have edited enough of his face.
As we just started talking about, the idea just grew into what it became.
It was a lot of fun, and I loved hanging out with those guys in the making of it.
I hope you enjoy.
I wish she was hard, help get me through the day. Do 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 do.
Get the gun! Here you go, Pa!
Aliens. Friend or foe? Not if China has anything to say about it. It's only been a week since the invaders arrived, and already China has been decimated. Meanwhile, President Emily Johnson has asked citizens all across the country to report to safe houses to avoid further decimation. United Nations leaders will be meeting soon in an undisclosed location to discuss the threat of invaders. Now here's Gus with the weather.
Thanks, Barry. Well, guys, we got a cool front coming in from the south, so if alien invaders haven't already destroyed your home, you better let that dog in today.
Hello, gentlemen. Now, I'm sorry that President Emily Johnson couldn't be with us today. Turned out she had a big calc exam.
Calculus exam? There are ships over every Russian city, and she's studying differentials.
Hey, come off it, Petrov. We've all got ships everywhere. I'm sure the Vice President knows exactly what he's doing. Thank you. Now,
enough of these shenanigans! The entire world is waiting on us to find a solution.
I don't know what you're all worried about. Canada's been doing just fine.
What do you know? In fact, we're a Canadian. Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant Canada and Australia even doing here.
Well, Britain invited us.
Oh, what's the matter, Britain? Needed some allies to bail you out?
We need all the help that we can get, Otto.
Mes amis, silence! Les French have already begun discussing terms of surrender.
Surrender? How? To who?
To our new overlords, of course. Vive l'extraterrestre! Well, for the rest of us who are willing to fight, we need to come up with some sort of plan.
Right you are. Now, the Joint Chiefs and the National Security Advisor have come to the President and I with a very troubling report. As you can see, no weapon has been effective on the aliens. Ballistic, nuclear, flint. Not a single one has left a scratch on them.
What are we supposed to do against something like that?
We actually have one of our most brilliant minds working on that right now. He's unconventional, but I'm sure you'll agree he's a genius.
Blast it! I don't need any more insurance!
Oh, Mr. Vice President, I'm so sorry. Yes, the alien is doing just fine. I know that's a problem. I know. I'm working to fix it. Trust me, I'm using some of my most advanced tools here at the lab. I didn't really think of that, yes. I'll give it a shot, yes. I'll just put you on hold. Pretend you're on hold and the jazz music is playing.
Ever heard of baseball? The greatest sport on Earth. You know what Earth is? It's the planet you're not gonna be on any longer.
All right, Mr. Vice President, it didn't work. It seems science has once again failed to give us an answer. I think we're going to have to use some of our crudest, least sophisticated technology.
Sarge, you all right?
Private, where's the rest of the support? All gone, Sarge. Jackson got hit by a laser beam, Ramirez broke his leg, and I wasn't gonna carry him. McCoy, well, sir, you don't even want to know what happened to McCoy. Where's the lieutenant? Here. There. A little bit up in that tree there. Oh, looks like it's just the two of us then, Sarge. Just like that Bill Withers song. Looks like it, rookie. Ah. Listen, if I don't make it... What? I said, if I don't make it out of this... What? If I don't make it out of this... What? Come on, seriously! Sarge, no! I don't know if I'm gonna make it, Private.
Don't say that, Sarge.
My other leg is up there in that tree with the lieutenants.
That's so weird. You got hit in the chest, so
Look,
how'd you...
I don't have a lot of time left, so I need you to tell my wife. She lives on 867. And once you get there, listen to me, Private. Once you get there, I want you to tell her that wanted to...
But Sarge, I didn't get the address!
Sir, there's been a breakthrough. What? It's the French and the Canadians, sir. They haven't fired a single shot, and the aliens have been interacting with them peacefully. So you are trying to tell me that we've been... Yes! Throwing away resources and manpower on the entire war effort. And all those countries have just been using pacifism. It turns out all we needed to do was show some restraint and not shoot on sight.
This news does not leave this room.
Breaking news in the ongoing fight against the aliens. It seems that both Canada and France remain completely untouched. Rather than firing weapons immediately, the two peace-loving nations simply made contact and came to peace-loving terms with the aliens. Meanwhile, President Emily Johnson...
No. Give me a phone now. I've got to stop this. I'll take down the station if I have to. I'll drop bombs on it even.
Sir, that is exactly how we got here in the first place.
I'm not gonna give some green little star man a hug to end this war. We're gonna win the good old-fashioned way. With violence!
Also, due to having first made contact with France and Canada, the aliens have decided that French is going to be Earth's form of intergalactic communication.
Now that does it!
Nearly the entire planet will see this and stop fighting. You and the president will be ruined if you keep at this. Just in, world leaders are ordering all troops to stand down and embrace the aliens with kind words and platonic hugs. All the battleships are leaving the solar system. It appears that peace on Earth is once again restored.
We just paid for those bombs.
Hi, I'm Chris, and out of all my sketches I did this semester, my favorite one was probably Humpty Dumpty.
Once, when I was a young boy, I developed a fascination with eggs.
I just got this crazy idea that it would be funny to tell like the story of what would happen to Humpty Dumpty after he, fell off the wall.
I think that Chris put me in Hard Boiled purely on the basis that I could do a middling German accent, and I think it worked like a charm.
I think it turned out pretty well, so why don't you take a look at it for yourself, and I hope you enjoy it.
Say, what do we have here?
The name's Humpty Dumpty. 37 years old, wife and kids. He was working on the wall and lost his balance.
Send him over to Dr. Von Stroheim. Maybe he can piece them together again.
I understand he's just a scientist. He does his job, but...
He's a little eccentric.
The fact is that he deals with poultry birds.
Anyway, it's a tragedy. We better alert his wife.
Mrs. Dumpty,
This is she.
I'm afraid I have some bad news regarding your husband.
What? What happened?
It appears that he has been scrambled.
Why couldn't he have died sunny side up like his father? What am I going to do now? I can't raise a dozen kids all by myself.
Get a hold of yourself, Mrs. Dumpty. You can't expect to raise a family without cracking a few eggs.
I just want my kids to be safe. They're always egging each other on and going near frying pans. Do you know what it costs to feed a dozen eggs?
9, Mrs. Dumpty. They are eggs, right?
Of course they're eggs.
Calm down. My team and I may have developed a new procedures that might help protect your children.
Please, anything to protect my eggs.
It's a process by which we place their eggs in boiling water to strengthen their insides, toughen them up.
Will it make them stronger?
Oh, it'll do more than that. As the scientists say, it will make them hard-boiled.
Is it safe?
Oh, they'll be perfectly safe. Just send some over and I'll have them boiled for you in no time. Let's see what we have here.
So, actually, I never really liked that show you got there.
Well, Benedict, I don't know why you feel that way.
Bert, wake up! He's gonna cook us.
Oh, look at that round little face. The eggs! They're alive!
Hello, Mr. Sleepy.
Help me! Ow, ow, ow! What are you doing? Are you eating those eggs? Those aren't just any eggs. Those are Mrs. Dumpty's children. Oh, what am I going to tell Mrs. Dumpty? Oh, my coworkers just thought their children were eggs to be eaten. What can I do? I can go to the store, buy a new dozen eggs, and roll some weird faces on them. No, I can't do that. You know they're a store-bought.
My babies, what have you done?
Oh, Mrs. Dumpty. If it's about the eggs, I can explain.
Ah!
I guess you could say that she just cracked.
Hi, I'm Emily, and the sketch that I chose to do is a parody of the movie Clue. I really loved that movie and thought it would be a great idea to make a sketch about it.
And next thing I know, I'm playing Tim Curry's character, and that was fantastic, and I was so glad Emily cast me in that role. It was a really fun character to play.
It's got a few twists. We've got some girls with a mustache on.
I had no plan in taking part in Clue. However, one of the other actors didn't show up. So all of a sudden, Emily turns to me and is like, "Would you be okay with dressing like a guy and wearing a fake mustache?" And I said, "Emily, of course I am. That's like my dream, to pretend to be a guy and wear a fake mustache."
We've got all the secrets and jokes replaced with candy. And we did have one injury in the making of the sketch.
We were going and shooting the whole day. We were getting to the later parts, sliding in. I fell. I mean, I really ate dirt.
It was a telegram!
But Clue was an amazing half day of shooting.
But it was a great time. I think it was a really fun sketch, and so enjoy.
Michaela, we all got these letters telling us to meet here. What's going on?
I don't know, but apparently we're all supposed to go by pseudonyms so we don't know each other's true identities.
Smith, you're gonna be Captain Ketchup. Kelly, you are Miss Red. Ben, you're Senor Verde. And I will be known as the Butler.
But we all know each other. This makes no sense.
Just play along, Captain Ketchup.
Miranda, what are you doing here? She's a part of this too. She will be known as Miss Spotty.
Okay.
It would appear we are all being blackmailed. Captain Ketchup,
You've been selling top secret American candy to enemy forces using your old war connections.
but I was never in a war.
Miss Red.
You have been bribing local candy authorities with your illegal candy trafficking.
Don't you deny it.
Oh, I'm not denying anything. I own what I do.
And Senor Verde.
Wait, I'll confess myself. I promote candy sales, but I'm a diabetic.
But wait, what's Miranda's secret?
Oh, haven't you guessed? She's been blackmailing you.
What? Why would you do that?
I'm just trying to survive.
Because of Miss Body's blackmailing, my wife is dead. She had a gummy bear addiction. Wait, I didn't have a wife! Anyway, I've alerted the authorities. If we all testify against her, we can bring her down. But then all of our secrets will be out.
Wait, how about I propose a counteroffer? You each hold in your hands a deadly weapon. If one of you kills the butler, then we can leave before the police arrive and your secrets will remain secret. I, of course, will continue blackmailing you.
Ah!
Miss Body is dead!
Who had the potato? Whoever had the potato must have done it.
I didn't do it!
But you had the potato, Senor Verde.
But I dropped it when the lights went out.
Well, one of us must have killed her.
Unless there's someone else here, let's split up and search the station.
We should go check and see who that is.
I'm your singing telegram, la 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 la.
She's dead too!
That's 2 murders now.
I know who did this. Follow me!
First, we arrived in the director's room, and I told you about blackmail and secrets. And then, the lights went out.
Kyla? Butler?
Miss Body lay dead here. Then, we were about to search the station when the doorbell rang. It was the telegram girl.
No, it was Emily.
And when we turned our backs, she was dead. So we've come full circle.
So who did it?
You, Miss Red, knew the telegram girl.
Of course she did. It was Emily.
She used to make your phone calls.
So what?
So she knew all of your secrets. As for Miss Bonnie, business wasn't doing very well. That, mixed with college tuition, you weren't sure you were going to be able to make blackmail payments. So you took Senor Verde's potato and you killed her.
Okay, yes, I killed them. It was me. But now, you're all gonna let me go. So I don't kill you too.
So wait, none of this had anything to do with us having candy-related secrets?
The candy was just a red herring. So she knew your secrets and you wanted her out of the way.
Okay, yes, I killed her, but I didn't kill Miss Body.
And you, Captain Ketchup, you wanted to kill the rest of us by splitting up. But then you were interrupted by the doorbell.
How did you know?
But what about Miss Body?
I killed Miss Body. Miss Body is not really Miss Body, I am Miss Body.
Then why kill her?
Because, well, I don't know. I thought it would make a good story. But that doesn't matter. Because I'm going to kill you all so I can leave without getting caught.
It's too late for that. I'm working undercover for the police.
All right, detective. Who did this?
They all did it. Except Miss Body here. That was me. In the hall. With the spoon. Now I'm going to go home and eat some chocolate.
Hi, I'm Leslie. I'd have to say my favorite sketch so far that we've done this semester would have to be The Biggest Fan. I picked it because I just knew when I wrote it, Ben and Kelly felt right for the part.
The Biggest Fan is like the scariest thing ever to me, and it's not because I'm being stalked, it's not because my significant other is locked inside of an equipment closet. It's because I'm remembered for Dory Dorson.
So when Leslie said, Anthony, I want you to be in this sketch, and I said, oh, what am I playing? And she says, oh, you're Ben's friend, you're talking about this girl. And I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty true to life.
Ben's a pretty good actor, but I wouldn't tell him that. Just goes right to his head.
Who remembers Dory Dorson?
So I decided to wear this really tight hoodie jacket. And as you can see, I've been wearing like really tight stuff all semester for some reason. Vanity, I imagine. And I got the chance to put the hood up over me, and Leslie didn't say a thing. I think that was a choice she really agreed with.
He sold doors!
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed because it was definitely my favorite, so here's The Biggest Fan.
Ever since then, I've just had this fascination with doors.
Alright, cut. Let's wrap everyone. Good episode. See you next week.
Finally.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's you. You're really here?
And you are...
I'm your biggest fan. That one episode you did with the doors.
It's always nice to meet a fan.
You ready to go, Ben?
Sure thing.
Where are you going?
To grab dinner with my sweetheart. She hasn't returned any of my calls.
Hiya.
What are you doing? You can't go around scaring people.
I'm sorry. I just saw that you were upset and wondered what was wrong.
It's my girlfriend. She's been missing for 2 days. You haven't seen her, have you?
No. But maybe that was just her way of dumping you.
By severing connections with everyone?
She's just not that into you? Plus, I heard her talking about you a couple days ago.
What did she say?
Just that she was tired of you and your weird fascination with Star Wars.
It's not weird. Plenty of people love that franchise.
Yeah, but do plenty of people also have an exact wax replica of Han Solo in their bathroom?
How did you know? Unless you did overhear her saying that. She is dumping me.
Oh, Dory, she's not good enough for you.
Dory, what are you talking about?
Don't you see? I love you. Make me Mrs. Dorison and together we'll sell double doors.
I am not Dory Dorson. That is a character I play on a television show.
You will be mine. Now you'll always have a part of me. You look so peaceful when you sleep. Your jawline is very defined. I could just draw you for hours.
I'm telling you, she just won't leave me alone.
Well, have you tried calling the police?
It's the first thing I did. I told them, I've got this person following me, I work on this sketch comedy show, and they watched a video, laughed at me, said it probably wasn't very likely I have a stalker, and hung up.
I mean, it does sound a little unbelievable.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay. But I also think you might not be telling me the truth, and I think it might be because Michaela dumped you. And look, man, you don't have to be upset about that. There's plenty of girls out there. In fact, I've got a friend who's really interested in you. And here she comes.
It's you.
Oh, you two know each other?
Oh, Dory and I go way back.
Dory,
well,
you're the...
time to go. Bye.
No!
Those two lovebirds.
Leave me alone. I don't even know who you are.
I'm your biggest fan, Dory.
I'm not Dory. Dory is a character I play on a sketch comedy show. I am nothing like Dory. I don't even like doors.
How could you even say that?
Because I'm not Dory. I'm Ben. Now leave me alone.
One day we'll be together, Mr. Dorison. One day.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and I picked for my favorite sketch the Halloween cold open. I did pick that from all 3 semesters because I really liked how the transition with Ben worked in that sketch, and I was really proud of myself for finally using something to that extent.
There was the cool shot, the really cool one of the zoom in on my face. I liked that.
One for the Halloween. That was actually really fun to write. We like to kill people. I can't say that, can I? Oh.
That sketch was really fun to shoot because I hadn't really worked with Miranda all that much. She hadn't really been on the show, and I hadn't worked with Ben all that much either.
It was, I think, the first time I acted with a bunch of people on the show and like actually interacted with most of them.
And Emily's always a joy to work with, so I had a really fun time shooting that. And I also worked with Leslie, who is always funny to work with.
I like to kill people. Characters, not real people. Please don't send the cops after me.
And I hope you guys enjoy it.
And that's how I passed my biomedical exam.
Well, that's great. So what are everyone's plans for the weekend?
Well, you guys know about my secluded house out in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by miles of trees near the lake, with terrible cell phone service. My parents left me home alone with it for the weekend.
You should throw a small secluded party with like 2 or 3 people, and we can all carpool so there's only one car, and leave our cell phones at home so that we're not distracted by technology and get to know each other better.
That's a terrible idea. Have you guys never seen a movie?
That's a great idea. What about Friday the 13th, the night before Halloween?
That's such a wonderful plan. We'll in no way regret any decisions.
Friday the 13th? Are you trying to get yourselves killed? Halloween's on the 31st!
Someone's asking to not be invited?
Yes, don't invite me, because I'm not going. I will refuse to fall into your party of death.
You're so funny. Of course you'll be there.
No, absolutely not. I am not going, and that is final.
What the? How did I? Since you didn't listen to my first piece of advice, maybe you'll listen to me now. You, under absolutely zero circumstance, should ever leave the group. Do you understand me? For no reason are you to leave the group.
What, don't you think I'm smarter than that? Oh, I think I left something in my suitcase. It's just right upstairs. I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
No, it doesn't sound good. It sounds silly. She's about to go and get herself.
I'll be right back.
We should all watch a scary movie.
Fine, we'll all watch a scary movie. Okay, look, if you'll just listen to me. If you hear any sounds coming from the basement, just don't check it, no matter what.
Didn't you hear that?
Hear what?
I think that was my cat Fluffy.
You don't have a cat.
I need to check it out.
You don't have a cat!
I'm coming for you, Fluffy!
Even your fake cat's name is a cliche! Haven't you people been listening to a thing I've said? Okay, if I go outside, he's just gonna hear me. If I turn off the lights, he's just gonna be standing right there. If I take the car, no, because she has the keys. If I get the cat doesn't even exist. What am I talking about with the cat? What is?
Welcome to Akron After Hours.
And now that we're done with our favorite sketches, I've decided to go back into the vaults of Akron After Hours and pull some of the sketches that this team made that didn't quite have enough time in the episodes for before. So I'm going to get to show them to you guys. Enjoy the lost sketches.
I'm not gonna tell you anything.
And what about now?
Still not gonna tell you anything. What are you writing?
This is the beginning of a very important study.
Okay, I'm not gonna be in your study.
Oh, you have no choice, Corporal. I just have one question for you. Do women generally prefer beards on men?
Well, I don't know. I can't speak for all women.
Well, me, for instance. I have facial hair. Or would you prefer a more clean-shaven, baby-like face?
I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't have an opinion.
You have to have an opinion.
Well, I guess it just depends on the person.
Me, for instance. Maybe a 5.
What does my opinion matter anyway?
This is a very important study.
Is it?
Perhaps you would prefer me clean-shaven.
No.
So, beard is better.
No.
What's with the conflicting signals?
I'm sorry, okay? This is just not the best situation to evaluate the beard.
So, the environment.
Yeah, you know, we're deep underground. It's cold down here, and I'm tied to a chair. It's really hard to find anything attractive right now, okay?
So, if I let you go...
I would tell you all about how much I love beards.
I demand to be transported to a land of females.
They'll never put books on really high shelves?
Here we just talk about all the dead bodies we've seen.
This right here is perfect spoon-to-mouth coordination.
Or Brad.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this last semester of Akron After Hours. I've really enjoyed producing for the last 2 semesters, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. If you miss Akron After Hours over the summer, you can go find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Put it in the blooper reel. She's studying integrals. She's studying differentials. And she's studying limits.
She's studying limits.
She's studying limits. There are UFOs over every Russian city, and she's studying integrals. Where's my swamp?
This is Kitty from Baskets.
Thanks
for watching. Are we pausing?
Yeah, we're pausing.
Okay, because I was gonna say I'll do the whole thing.
I'm a man.
Okay. Is that okay?
Who are you anymore, Leslie?
Walking like that's good. Nice regal poise. I'm digging it.
Mr. Howard Taft. William Howard Taft, I should say.
You don't want to eat that cookie. I don't want to eat this cookie.
Well, I should tell you that the
I told you.
What are you doing in me swamp?
You all ready?
You did.
She punches holes in paper.
No! Don't you do that to her!